My wife resents our son and refuses to get help. I had to walk away to protect him, and now our family is unraveling. Neither of us were completely sure about having kids. We were married for 5 years before finding out she was pregnant. We were both nervous, but in the end, she wanted to go through with it, and I agreed. Parenthood was tough at first. It always is, but I love my son. He's amazing, smart, full of energy, and brings so much joy into my life. My wife, for the most part, was great with him. We both had our moments of feeling overwhelmed, but we made it a priority to have date nights and personal time to recharge. Over a year ago, before lockdown, my wife started becoming more irritable over little things he'd do. If he spilled a little apple juice on the counter, she'd react like it was a huge problem. It didn't happen all the time, and we'd talk about it, and she would apologize to him. The pandemic was really tough. We were both working from home, and our son wasn't in school. At first, I thought the frustration was just from being cooped up inside and not having our normal routines. But now that life has gone back to normal, school, work, and outings, it hasn't gotten any better. I finally sat down with my wife because I noticed something. No matter what mood she's in, even if she's happy, the moment our son walks into the room, everything changes, and it's becoming more obvious. She eventually admitted that she's been feeling this way for a long time. She resents having our son. Motherhood isn't what she expected, and she misses when it was just the two of us. She said she didn't expect her life to look like this and regrets how things turned out. It was a really tough conversation, but one we needed to have. I suggested therapy, individual, couples, whatever could help, but she insists she doesn't need it. We've tried to focus on our relationship, having more date nights, and spending quality time together as a couple. I've encouraged her to have more one-on-one time with our son, but she doesn't want to. No matter what we do, the moment we get home, it's like a switch flips, and she becomes distant. I finally asked her if she loves him. She said she does, but she just doesn't like him. That hurt. I want to fix this. I want us to get help, but she refuses. The hardest part, my son is starting to notice. No 7-year-old should be asking why his mom is always upset with him. I love my wife, but I'm really scared of what this could do to him as he grows up. Is this it? Do I have to leave to protect him, or is there a way to help her see that I can't let him grow up feeling unwanted? Update 1 month later. It's been a tough few days, but it finally happened. I didn't want it to, but it had to. I took my son and left. After posting last time, I tried having another conversation with my wife, hoping we could find a way forward. Even if therapy wouldn't magically fix everything, I told her it could at least give her a space to talk through her feelings, to figure out why she feels the way she does, and if there's any way to work on it so it wouldn't affect how she interacts with him. She refused. I asked if she ever thought things would get better, if she could see herself truly being what our son needs in the future. Her answer wasn't going to decide everything, but I needed to know. And she said no. When I told her that things weren't going to work because our son's well-being has to come first, she begged me to stay. She promised she'd put on a good face for him, that she'd try to act differently. But she still refused therapy because she insists she doesn't need help. Then, out of nowhere, she got angry, telling me to leave if I only cared about being with him. It was heartbreaking. We left that night. My son was still half asleep when we left, so for now, I've just told him we're taking a short vacation. He believes it since we're staying at a hotel, but he keeps asking about her. I'm trying to stay strong for him, but my heart is broken. I hate that it ended this way, but deep down, I know it was the right choice. He had to come first. I could already see how much this was affecting him. She hasn't reached out since we left, but my family knows what's going on, and I'm grateful for their support. My sister offered to take my son for the weekend so he could spend time with his cousins. With him away, I finally had some time to sit down and write this.